Get Shorty by Elmore Leonard. This is a Folio Society edition, so it comes with a slipcover. Your basic sort of a blue, which contrasts in a, some might say, garish way, but I kind of say a pleasing way with the orange. Especially given this story, the story of Get Shorty, I think these colors really work. I think it's a thoughtful set of colors, and not just trying to blind you with the orange and then the sort of the blue. It's sort of I don't know. It's very striking to have those two colors, but I think it's very thoughtful. Okay. So it's as I say, a Folio Society edition. So it's illustrated, and let's find out who it's illustrated by. Kelly is the last name? Yeah. Gary Kelly illustrated it. And the illustrations, again, as with the colors, I think are very thoughtful. I think that they go with the story. It's a modern story. It's a story of sort of lowlifes, I guess, second-rate characters, and that kind of thing. And I think the illustrations go along with that really well. As with all Folio Society books, it's Smith sewn. You can open it and the spine doesn't crack. The sewn binding is going to last a really long time, and it's acid-free paper. In this case, the paper is reasonably thick. It's certainly not thin, but it's not something you'd call all your friends to tell them about. Here's some more illustrations. I will say the illustrations are on a separate kind of paper. It's a little bit nubby, and probably takes the illustration a little bit better. So it's not a beautiful set of illustrations. It's not something you want to, I don't know, cut out and hang up on your wall. But again, it's apt. There may only be 8 or 9 illustrations. Let's check. Seven. I overestimated. 7 illustrations. That's a little light for most Folio Society books, but I have to say, I picked it up really, really cheap, so I'm not complaining. Great story. Those of you who know Elmore Leonard, he's written a lot of great stories, very sort of punchy plots, and they just tear through. The plots are just breakneck speed, and the dialogue is fantastic. Just he's got such an ear for it. Look, it's a world I don't really know. There's, as I say, they're kind of low lifes and second-rate characters, and second-rate criminals, crooks, as well as in this book, second-rate sort of Hollywood slimy types. I don't really know a lot about him. I can't say the ear is accurate, but I can say it's good. It's fun to read. It's just a really good, fun time. He is I don't believe he is still alive, but he was. He really knew what he was doing. He wrote a bunch of books, and I have only read 2 of them: Get Shorty and Rum Punch. A lot of his books were made into movies that are not beloved by critics, let's say, but Rum Punch was turned into Jackie Brown by Quentin Tarantino, and I think a lot of people love that movie. And Get Shorty was also made into a pretty good movie. I thought it was a good movie. So as it happens, both of the books I read were made into movies that I thought were pretty good also. In any case, this isn't movie books. Library books. It's library books, so We don't have to talk about the movies. Great story. It's an interesting story. It sort of takes down Hollywood, at least part of Hollywood, and there's no point in saying it takes down crooks, because crooks are already being, they take themselves down. But anyway, it's sort of an indictment, but a very lighthearted, fun indictment of the Hollywood type. All right, that's Get Shorty by Elmore Leonard. This is a Folio Society edition.